It's the night after the day before. Rangers drew one each with Motherwell, and I'll be honest, folks, I feel defeated. It's Sunday evening here. I'm feeling rather defeated, but you know what? The biggest show in town must go on, and that's what we are. Make no mistake about it. But the reality is, alright, it's another game. It's another opening day where we didn't pick up all the results required. Kris Boyd has been doing a lot of talking. Of course, he was doing punditry yesterday. We talked a lot about it yesterday. But today, prior to Falkirk, Dundee United, Celtic St Mirren, he was doing a wee bit more talking about Rangers. Let's hear his thoughts. I'll react, then I'll talk a wee bit more about the disaster that was the 2nd of August 2025.
By what was said?
No, I'm not. I mean, I think when you look back at it, I'll say what I said again yesterday. There's been far too long that Rangers players have probably been running the football club. And the performances have not been there, hence the reason why Celtic have been so dominant. Albeit, listen, it's one game in. I think if anybody watched the 2 European performances, the most important thing was getting through. You can't knock that, but the performances, there was still a lot to work on. Russell Martin will know that. It's going to take time. I think the Rangers fans are going to have to be patient. Listen, we know both of you have been in management, you're in it now, Scott, but you know exactly, you don't get time. You need to win games of football. Russell Martin will totally understand that. But as I said, it's the same things that keep happening at Rangers time after time after time. And it's up to Russell to now find a formula that allows Rangers to win games of football. I don't mind. I don't mind the interview after the game. I think it's refreshing because a lot of the times you hear a lot of managers just coming out and paying lip service because players have had so much power, and managers might look and say, well, if I have a go at them, I might lose them. Russell Martin's really not got anything to lose because I'm sure he's trying to get players in, and the ones who have been there for a period of time have failed. So if it means that they don't want to go on the journey with him, he'll get rid of them. He will get rid of them. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I said, at the end of the day, Russell Martin's not in Glasgow, he's not in Scotland to make friends with his teammates. He's there to get results. And if they need called out, it's actually pretty sad if that is the case. You need a manager to really have a go at you openly as well, because I would like to think he's had a go at them in the dressing room. He's probably had a go at them at other times. So if he's now going public with it, you know exactly what that means. He doesn't really think that there's a lot of them there that's prepared to go on this journey. And one thing for me, they either knuckle down, start performing at a level that they've shown in European games, and they've done it last week as well, and the week before, or against Celtic, and start doing that against the rest, and actually treat the rest of the league with the respect that it deserves.
Right, so a lot to digest there for Kris Boyd. I mean, where do we begin? Right, let's just talk about the actual decisions that Russell Martin made against Motherwell, right? He started players that we knew would not be adequate, would not be good. I mean, adequate's not even a good enough word, right? But see if you're not great, I want you to do the basics, and I want you to just do your job. Alright, but we have a team where that can't even be done. It can be done on occasion, but it can't be done every week, right? And then you look at the guys on the bench. I mean, most of the guys you're bringing on, the Oscar Cortezes, the Baramis of this world. That makes me want to throw up seeing them come on the pitch. Seeing James Tavernier stick his wee hand up, man, right? Oh, they're going to give it for us? Oh, no, they're not. Oh, they scored. Oh, I'm disappointed. Leave that, man. Max Aaron's, right? A guy who came to this club, we're thinking, oh, he's got to replace Tavernier. Yeah, it's the Tavernier replacement, albeit for a year. But here, a year's good, because guess what? At the end of it, Tav's contract runs out. Hopefully by then he'll be done. By the way, anybody going to his testimonial, have a word, man. Have a word with yourself, alright? Because that's unacceptable, going to his testimonial. Guy banging on about long seasons. He spewed that shite for 10 seasons. Oh, let me guess, Tav, the only long season was the one that we won, huh? Let me guess, He's the Grim Reaper. I don't want to just turn it into a rant on Tav, but I'm sick of him, man. I'm actually sick of the captain of the club, and I'm not the only one. A lot of people... it's not a question of backing the team. I back the team every single week. I'm watching every single game. You know what I mean? Come rain, shine, snow or sleet, your best. I'm there, alright? I'm watching it. I'm talking about it. I'm following it. Right? There's millions of people across the world exactly like that, right? People go to every game, home and away. You know what I mean? But no, we back them. So see this fucking narrative that if you call him out, you're not a real fan. James Tavernier has stole a fucking wage at this club for far too long, and any manager with a set of balls, right, that's cojones, folks, would have stripped him of the captaincy long ago. And that goes to Barry Ferguson, that goes to Philip Clement, Michael Beale, right, and as far back, maybe, potentially as Gio. But I'll be fair, when Gio gets sacked, I don't think many of us had turned on Tavernier, right, in like, what, November 2022, October, around that time, right, because he's just off the back of finishing top goal scorer in the Europa League. But reality is, after that, with Beale, Clement, Barry, and now Martin, Tav's legs are done, folks. They're done. The James Tavernier that carried us through seasons and carried us to European finals, right, helping us along the way, that he's not the same guy anymore, right? And see, Barry Ferguson, he's a guy that I associate with a bit of steel, but the reality is, you know what he did? He put the chances of him getting the Rangers job above the actual future of this club. Because what Barry Ferguson should have done, none of this, I looked him in the eyes and said, yes, he's got the cojones to do it, right? He's got the cojones to still be captain. Barry Ferguson believed that here, you know what, if I come in, get a couple of results, keep a lot of the leadership guys in this team on board, the senior figures, so to speak, the Tavs, all the countless other fucking jobbers, man, that play. If I keep them on side and win, then that'll land me in good water. When the reality, the first order of business, see you, Tav, see that armband, give us it. Get to Nico Raskin. Get to somebody who's actually good, right? But obviously, Barry leaves, Russell Martin's in, Tav keeps the captaincy, and there's just like this, you hear all these, like, myself included, right? And other YouTubers, pundits, and even the fucking manager, right? We always say, oh, there's this culture, there's this group of players, right? That they're just there, they're lazy, and they're collecting a wage, and they're doing this, and they only turn up when they want to in the big occasions. They never dig deep. When the going gets tough, they preserve themselves, right? They don't give it that extra mile. They don't play for the badge. They just play for themselves. They're cards. They're individuals. They don't play as a team, right? And there's too many in this football club. Name them and fucking shame them, man. Because I will. There's hundreds of them in that team. James Tavernier is exhibit A of that, man. See the amount of times I've seen him give away goals, and he'll pin it. He'll stick his hand up, or he'll have a go at one of his centre backs or whatever. There is occasions, right, where a goal will be given away, and it's not Tavernier's fault. And see, by all means, he's right to do that. But there's times I've seen it be his fault, and he's fired younger players, guys that he should be leaning on, man. Well, they should be leaning on him, but no, he's firing them under the bus, man. I'm looking at Jack Butland, look how many countless mistakes he's made, right? John Suter, absolute bomb scare, right? If you go beyond those guys, the Oscar Cortezes should be fucking nowhere near this team. But Nadim Barami, man, guys rank rod. Oh, but he set up a goal against Club Brugge in a friendly. I want him to set up goals that win league titles, that win cup finals. He's not doing it. He set up a goal against Club Brugge in a friendly. Well done, Nadim Barami. Well, yeah. I don't Kieran Doyle, waste of a shirt, man. Ben Davies, exactly the same gimmick, right? We've had countless of them, but not the fact of the matter is, see all these guys, the Rangers got this group of players. We've lost hundreds of them over the years. The Barisics, the Lundstroms, the Kent, the Morellises, the Goldsons, all these guys that we thought, their attitudes have turned over the years. We need to get rid of them. We've lost so many. There's not many of them left standing. From that core group of players, who is really left? Like James Tavernier. It's not. Tav needs to go, but how naive would you need to be, right, to think once James Tavernier gets out this team, that's all going to be fixed? It needs to be ripped up and started again. But we keep on hearing rebuild. Can something ever truly be rebuilt if you never replace the captain that's overseen a decade? The Undertaker, right? If you watched the WWE back in the day, I remember like in 2001. Not that I was barely here. I was a year old in 2001, right? When you rewatched it, not long after it, I've watched the DVDs. I've played the game. They always hyped up, the Undertaker had a decade of destruction, which meant the Undertaker had a decade of kicking fucking ass. What's James Tavernier had a decade? Destruction of this football club, dragging us through the mud, breaking shitey record after shitey record after shitey record. It's the first time St Mirren's won 2 or more games against us since blah blah blah. Motherwell's done the same. This, that. It's the most goals Rangers have conceded and whatever. And this, we've lost our overall trophy count. We're joint on league titles now with Celtic. So many of these records are getting broke, man. And see, for Russell Martin, folks, right? You know, I respect the fact that he's come out and he's called out this group of players, right? Fair play to him. But not the reality is. Reality is, Barry did it, and then he just continued to play them. We see what Russell Martin said yesterday after against Motherwell. Every single one of us, apart from the happy clappers, could have told you that months ago. Could have told you that years ago, right? There's so many players that, I mean, honestly, right, I don't care if you're a happy clapper or you're even marting out at this stage, which is a bit ridiculous, but let's say you are, right? How has Finlay Curtis not got a minute against Motherwell? Right? Guys start at every game so far, scoring goals, setting up goals, and he can't get on. But Kieran Doyle, Oscar Cortez, Barami, these guys that just can't be arsed. I mean, we'll not play an 18-year-old kid. It's Rangers through and through. Came up from the academy, but we'll play these fucking jabronis, these absolute wasters that couldn't give a shit. It's disgusting to see, man. It's actually disgusting to see. And it's just words for Martin, and until he changes it, then he will lose the fans quickly, right? He will lose the fans rapido if he continues to play with the same team, man. Because if we walk up, man, to Ibrox against Victoria Pleasant on Tuesday, and it's the same pish, and you've got the Kieran Dials, the denilify him in there, he's not ready, man. You've got Cortez and Barami coming off, man, to try and salvage something for that game. If you get Tavernier still starting, he will be. Don't make me any mistake about it, right? And other guys like that, it's rotten to the core. It just needs ripped up. You know what? I think we've signed a lot of decent players this summer. I do. I'm not going to sit here and say they're world beaters, right? They're not nothing not that. But not a big problem is we just have not been able to get rid of anywhere near enough, man. I mean, yeah, we've got rid of Robin Proper. Yeah, we've loaned out Ross McCausland, right? Yeah, Ben Davies. He looks like he'll be away, right? But there is about 10, 12 guys on top of that we need to actually move on and get rid of. But like I say, fair play to Martin for saying it. But the reality is, if he doesn't fucking act on it, it's just words. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's just words, and he is the guy to act on it. It's all good, me and other people saying it about it, man. You need to drop him and that, but we can't do shit. We can just voice our opinion. At the end of the day, it's up to Martin. And it doesn't sound like the first time, right? It feels like the toys have been thrown at the pram by him. But the way he spoke, it tells me that he's kind of had this go at the players. I don't know. But then he talks about Dessers running around, right? Does Dessers run around at a level that's so much better than everyone else? Personally, I think Dessers runs around until a pass gets played through to him, and if someone doesn't pass it to him, he throws his arms up in the air like a little bitch. That's what I think Serial Dessers does. We've just got too many guys in the team that have got the heart of a mouse, man. Mice. With mice and men. There's not many men floating about, that's for sure. But yeah, Kris Boyd, he says it's refreshing to see somebody bashing the team like this, like the Russell Martin. But it's either going to make Russell Martin or break Russell Martin. This we've seen last year, like there was shades of this with Clement. You know, you remember Clement buried Cantwell. He ended the press conference and he came back in and just fucking fired Cantwell straight under the bus. So here. Long season ahead, but to me, unless we rip the team apart, man, and actually get rid of this dead weight, it's going to be the same old story at the end. I mean, Tav can say it's a long season, or we need to win more trophies. It's just words. It's just like what Martin said. So unless you actually physically change it, then do that. I mean, Tav's never going to say this. Why can't he? See if he's a real fucking man, and see how much Tavernier's estimation would go up, man. And I've said this billions times. Do you see James Tavernier just said after that Motherwell game, he's like, you know, it'd be very easy for me to come here and repeat the same pish I've done for a decade. But the reality is, I come here and I say this and I say that about we need to win titles, we need to listen more to the manager, we need to do this, we need to train harder, we need to work harder. And I've said it's a long season at the start for 9 out of 10 seasons, and we've won hee-haw at the end of them. It's not good enough, and as of right now, I'm giving that captain's armband to someone that can lead us to that, because this is a rebuild, and I'm hindering Russell Martin because I'm captain loser. But no, that's not going to happen. That would be an ideal world, and Russell Martin, here, he can strip Tav of the captaincy. Let's not pretend he can't. I mean, we are actually sabotaging the team. Tav is done. right? Yeah, he can still pop up the odd goal and assist. He can do that, right? But we're playing him at right back, which is forcing our right back that we brought in on loan to play at left back. So therefore, our two fullbacks are pretty shite because Max Aarons has played out of position. Anytime he's played right back, he looks alright. And James Tavernier's done. John Souttar's a bomb scare. And Jack Butland, who I thought was pretty great against Panathinaikos, looked very shaky against Motherwell. And as for Dajiga, I rate Dajiga, but when all your tag team partners are ranked rotten, I mean, what you gonna do, brother? You can't do much. And I think we'll leave it there. I've ranted and raved, but I'll say this. I'll end it on this, guys, right? I hope there is light at the end of the tunnel, man. I really do. Like, see if we can get offload like 4 or 5 of these guys, bring in a bunch of players, integrate it with youth. Martin begins to play a style of football, and even if there's bumps along the way, I'll accept it. But I can't accept that Motherwell game, man. I can't, and I think we can see defeats and draws. They're always going to happen. Happens to the best of teams, right? But you need to see something. And against Motherwell, man, I didn't see fuck all. I'm hearing that. Oh, we'll dominate domestically. It'll be much better domestically. Yo, I'm not saying every minute of the game looked like Clement ball or Barry ball. But what's it called? Baz ball, right? But most of it did. I mean, Motherwell dominated us. Should have won the game. Had more shots. Had higher XG. All that pish. When was we just don't dominate games anymore, man? I just don't I just don't want another season of me sitting on here moaning like fuck. But until we start winning and winning trophies and all that good stuff, it's going to be like that. It is. Cause I mean, does it not hurt people? Does it not fucking... I mean, I can't be the only person that sat here with the weekend ruined. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, you can't say that. That feeds them. Fuck them, right? Fuck every single one of them. I'll say what I want. See these people that are like, oh, that was Gators drawing, because if I say it wasn't, then they'll be happy with that. I have been a miserable prick ever since that bell end made it 1 each, man. In that game. I've been unbearable. I've been... See, ever since, what time was that at? 7:30 or whatever? 7:15, Saturday night. I mean, I went to bed. Do you want to know what the first thing I fucking thought of when I woke up? It wasn't, I need to do this, I need to do that. Well, I'm going out for lunch, yeah, I'm going out for breakfast. Oh, there's football on the day, the F1, I'm looking forward to that. It was that, those Shara bastards have let me down yet again. Let everyone down. That's what I thought of. It wasn't, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the day. No, it was, what have they done? They've jobbed me out yet again. The first hurdle. Not even, oh well, yeah, we'll play no bad and then we'll slip up with a wee draw in October or November. No, we bottle it, man. We bottle it in August. Anyway, guys, I've ranted and raved, but yeah, can't be the only one. I mean, there's people like there's a draw or a defeat and they just switch off and they turn off social media. But seeing you're doing this YouTube gimmick, man, and you watch a lot of YouTube and you listen to a lot of podcasts, you can't escape it, man. You could if you wanted to, but by God, it's just pish. I thought things would be different this season. Maybe they can be, but it just feels like the same old shit. But Martin can change it. Martin can change it, guys. Come on. Victoria Pleasant. Come on. Anyway, I'll get a wee pull up for that game. Till next time.